Good afternoon. I'm Joe, Executive Director, Founder in Crossroads Freedom Center, and one of my students, brothers, family member, Andel.
Yes, Andel.
And Andel's from New York, and he's made great progress here in his life, in his walk with Christ, and got a few questions for you.
Yeah.
And you know, when you first got here, it took a little time to make that decision to come, and you were very bold. You had some hope. You know, you had, what is it, about 2 weeks? I guess you got we learned how to trust each other, or you learned how to trust me, and
yes, yeah.
And then, you know, one day, you know, you gave your life to the Lord, and that was kind of a miracle. I know your mom and his mom has been calling and really praying, and she's been a real supporter of you and loves you to death. But tell us a little bit about your journey here, and then I've got a couple more questions for you that, you know, just kind of, we're having a fundraiser,
Yeah.
and I want people to understand the process and also who you were and who you are now. You know, that's a big difference.
Yeah.
So I'll leave it out. I just started right there.
Well, again, I'm Andel, and come from New York, you know, Brooklyn, New York, and you know, I just was, you know, of course, work and home, but I realized that you know, it wasn't the right environment for me, you know, to grow. I didn't had a trust in even myself, and I wasn't a spiritual man, I should say. And you know, just one day, you know, I just felt a urge, you know, to leave New York, you know, start something new. So, you know, I called my uncle, and then my uncle was, of course, you know, Joe and Matt, and you know, but they led me over here, and but for me coming here, it was amazing. You know, at first I didn't understand, you know, how the program is, and you know, there's the whole format, how Crossroads has been run, you know, because you know, it's something that I wasn't really used to. But after settling and getting more comfortable, and you know, just get committed, everything just started to change for me. So I see things clearly, you know, I get more in tune into God. I start praying a lot, and you know, listening to Joe, because he's a big help for me. A great father figure, you know. So
Now, you studied the Quran, didn't you? Before you've done some studying about God.
yeah.
But not. I don't think anybody that comes doesn't understand the power of where God can lead you to bring you to a new, like renewing your whole person, you know, like giving you new understanding. And I guess the easiest way to say is the word came alive to you.
Yeah.
You know, and it started meaning things that you never saw before. That was a beautiful part, because at Crossroads we have hope, God, second chance, and freedom. And that God part is when He comes alive and starts being your best friend. And I could see that in your, you know, your walk and what's going on.
Yes, and just, you know, believing, you know, and just having faith in yourself. But also the programs do help you, and in finding yourself, you know, and being more in tune into God. You know, it makes you basically a better person, a better man, a good father, and in tune to your brothers, and his sisters, and just a more responsible person on the whole, and that's the main thing that counts for Crossroads.
Now I know when you came here, there was a young man that you adopted.
Yeah.
And you were thinking about, you were having a little turmoil with that in the beginning, but it seems like God has really changed your heart, and you see the importance of you being in his life and how important that is. And it seems like God has really helped you see some beautiful times ahead in your life.
Yes, it did. It turned me around because I was a wild boy, just like to party and drink and just have fun then. But Crossroads changed all of that, It more make me find myself, But as I say, it gives me more of an inner peace. It's like taking yoga class without taking yoga. It's more. Yeah.
I know you hate to say program.
Yeah.
I heard it came from you and not me, but really it's not a program. It's more of a discipleship or a mentorship of finding who you can be.
Yeah.
And finding that step of, after you make a commitment, and as you say, God hopes second chances. Second chances when we say we'll never go back, and I know I've heard that come out of your mouth.
Yeah, well, with the second chance, it's definitely when you say never go back, because the joy that you have in your walk, when you're walking forward, you just feel different, and you feel the sense that okay, I made it now. Actually, I'm free, and you just would never want to go back. You start to look back and say that okay, here I am now, and here where I was, and this is my walk, and you just would never, as I say, you would never turn back. It's just.
Amen. Well, that's the part where we're getting to the freedom part, and God blessed you with a job here. I guess has it been 2 months, or how long have you been?
Yeah, 2 months.
About 2 months. You're working as a chef at the country club down here, the golf course. And that's been, I know you've been there on time every day, and they love you, and it's just opened the door for a new start also for your finances, just to get a plan together. And I know you want to go back to Trinidad too. You have a lot of things in the future that I know you've been praying about.
Yeah, I have a lot of things in progress that I'm building on, but I couldn't do without with the Lord, with His help and guidance, and showing me, like I can do this, because I've been working in the kitchen for 15 years and loved it, but it's just like I found a new love now, so I ain't looking back at all.
Amen, amen. If you were to say anything, somebody or a family, a mom or dad or a sister or a brother, somebody that's struggling in their family that is looking for a new start, what would you say this experience has been for you? And I know you come from a little different, Brooklyn, New York, and you showed up from a bus. I mean, you just took a chance, and that is unbelievable. And God has been blessing you and showing you a new way of thinking, a new way of understanding what it is, why we're here, your future. It's like you've really grabbed hold of what God has offered you. Usually it takes a little longer, but you went after it.
Yeah, I went after the prize. And all those who want a fresh start or want to renew your mind, your heart, Crossroads is the place to be, because I didn't think anybody could change me. and Crossroads did, but...
Well, that's a good Lord, His Spirit, but we're honored to have a part of being able to be part of your life. It's more this is kind of like a forever thing, your family. And I know you and Deepwater Tabernacle and Pastor Joey has been also a big inspiration in your walk.
Yeah, church members, of course, as a pastor, and my brothers here, but most of all is you, Joe. So, and just take the time and listen, because I know the intent is good, but you just have to accept it. Just accept the fact that I know you mean well. And when a person wants to do good for you, you just have to search your heart to accept it.
Amen. Well, I just wanted you, all the people that are a part of Crossroads and will be watching this video, I just wanted you to see some of the men, and we're going to be interviewing 4 or 5 of the guys, but I just wanted you to meet Andel. He's a brother, he's doing fantastic, and I look forward to his future. And thank you guys for coming to the fundraiser and being part of Crossroads. God bless.
God bless you.